Hi guys, welcome back to Drum Dog, and this week we've got another new snare drum to put through its paces.
Big thanks to our good friend Greg, who's lent us this stunning snare drum today, and this is a Starphonic Copper. These were introduced to Tama's Starphonic line back in 2019, and it is a 1.2mm 14x7 copper shell.
So this is a bit of a beast.
It is far from a lightweight snare drum. It's certainly got a little bit of weight to it, and it really is a sizable drum.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is an absolutely gorgeous drum. I think that they've given the copper that kind of satin brushed finish the whole way around, and with that bead rolled through the middle with the dainty centre tube lugs. It is a beautiful drum.
You're right.
No,
And uniformed across the range is this really nice hoop design. There are no holes drilled through the hoops at all to make use of these claws where the tension rods go through into the lugs. I think that's superb.
It's such a slick system. I think a few manufacturers have tried similar things, like my new Yamaha kit has those little hook-off lugs on the lug end, but this is a much more elegant version of it, and it's much less faffy when you're actually taking them off. It's very easy to use. Tama really nailed it on the hardware design with this one. And as well as that, we have got the detachable butt end on the strainer system, as well as it being adjustable for easy wire alignment. To remove the bottom hoop, you can just detach the whole butt end, and there are no return flanges on the bottom hoop, so you can take that bottom hoop off and leave your wires as they are. So just a quick word on the heads we're using here. It is the stock configuration that comes on this drum, which is an Evans G1 coated on the top and an Evans snare size 300 on the bottom with the stock Tama wires.
Enough talking about it, let's find out what it sounds like.
So we're going to take it through its paces in a range of 3 tunings with and without dampening.
All right, I think this drum sounds great in all those ranges.
Yeah, yeah.
But my favourite is probably not what I'd usually go for. I like this low undampened.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. I think copper really does lend itself to those low tunings. It's so rich and punchy down there. For me, I do like it with a bit of dampening.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like it when it rings on open like that.
But it's not a horrible ring.
So, I mean, the low tuning, fat. But one thing I really do love about this thing is even when you take it higher, it doesn't thin out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some drums, when you take them higher, get that kind of timbale, just scratching the surface of tone. But it still has that depth to it, even when you do really crank it up. And I think part of that is the copper, but I imagine part of it is just the sheer size of the thing. I don't think you can remove from just how much air it's actually shifting.
It can't be a perfect drum. There's no such thing as a surely. What is, if there was a downside, if there was a negative you could find... Oh no, it's not.
If I had to, it could be a touch more responsive, especially at really low dynamics. For those super delicate ghost notes, it's not that articulate, especially at lower tunings. And I imagine part of that is just what you get from a deeper drum.
Yeah.
There's a bigger distance between where you're hitting and those wires. But yeah, especially in lower tunings, lower dynamics, it's not that quick to respond.
I'd say it would be great. You know, you get that a setup people are using right now where where the first floor tom is, they put a snare drum.
Yeah.
Often low.
Right.
Be a great snare drum in that situation.
Yeah. It does really suit that low and fat duff.
Yeah. Love it. So if you could only keep one drum, and it was this and your other Tama Copper, which is
the
shorter.
Star Classic 5.5.
Yeah. You can only have one.
I tell you what, I think I'll go with this one.
Oh, shame it's not yours.
That's the only reason you asked, isn't it? So, I mean, purely because when I use that copper, I usually do tune it lower because copper just really suits that low tuning, and this does lower better. And I absolutely love this claw hoop system.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't
I
it?
can't get enough of that. I think it's my favourite drum to change heads on.
It looks so odd when you take them off.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
take off a whole hoop with no holes in it.
It's like space age.
Yeah.
So another big thank you to our friend Greg for letting us use his snare drum today. I think we've decided that we are not going to give it back, so condolences.
We really hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, and while you're there, check out our snare drum playlist for more videos like this one. See you soon.